I'm trying to get out of my feelings.
I see that. I see that. But that's a form of my asshole ways. If I don't do it, if somebody close to you don't do something that helps you see the world in a different light, are you going to continue to grow as a person? And then you're going to realize, what are they doing around you? Are they helping you? Or is they growing with you to make sure you're a better person? Just that form right there, it just shows you real versus fantasy.
That's very true. Y'all, let me reintroduce myself.
It's okay, but it's okay though. You're not the only person that would be mad at me though.
Most people, if it was good.
If that was my mother, she would be, Takil, why you do that? Khadijah, Maisha, they be like, Chase, I'm so sick of you. My granny, Takil, you just so mean. But that's the difference between males and females, though. When it comes to adulting, we are able to. That's why we both need each other. That's why men need women, and that's why women need men.
Before we get on this subject, do you not think that men are raised to think and do that way?
Yes.
Okay.
But if we had no choice.
No.
If more men was raised like women, would there ever be survival skills? If men,
Yes.
But
yes,
who showed y'all first?
My mom.
But I'm talking about in the early days. Who was the first person to be like the cavemen? It was the cavemen to go hunt. It wasn't the cave women.
From what I know, in the beginning,
Let's go.
was it not Adam and Eve?
Mm-hmm. But who was the one to go get the food?
It was Eve, bad tail. She ate off the no-no tree.
I'm talking about like the that is a point. Yeah, that's a good point. But she was deceived to go get that.
She was. She still ain't got it.
She did. She had the courage to.
Why do you think that they chose to?
That's a good point.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
I know. That's where we come in. Okay.
I'm glad Eve did that. Now y'all got monthly cycle. Y'all get birth. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the beautiful women out there.
That is very true.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all deserve that. I'm just.
Oh wow! You did just turn that. That was good though. That was good.
What's another thing of adulting? So we got communication. We got being manipulated easily.
We didn't put that in there. You just added.
Yeah, but that just
That's
go.
true.
That goes.
That's true.
How we are how we interacting with each other and giving our points is showing us all these things. Everybody not be able to catch it or read between the lines. They not. Technology is throwing off our sensibility to read between the lines. It's either it's there or it's not, and it go over everybody's heads. So if you don't state it, it won't have the viewers analyze what we just did. And if they intrigued by
you got it.
If they intrigued by it, they will go back to see that form of communication. Mm-hmm. If they want to better themselves. If they're going to let it go over their head, they let it go over their head and just let it go. But we talked about communication, being manipulated, emotional, talked about men emotional in general. It's either going to be good emotions or bad emotions. Having adversity.
Hold on. Let's get on the topic of emotions.
You just showed them.
This is what I showed you guys. Yes, but this is
you don't like restarting. Adulting don't like to be in a restart mode.
I would prefer not to restart in a situation where I could have controlled it. That's where that emotion came from.
But that's what adulting is. We all want to control our life.
No.
Okay.
We do.
Come on. I
We
need you to wrap this around. Then.
We do.
Come on.
But in that situation, it could have been prevented. That's why I responded the way that I
Okay.
did. In a situation,
let them know, how could you prevent that?
How could I
Mm-hmm.
have prevented that? I didn't say that I could have prevented it.
But you just said
It could have been prevented, but not by me, by you, by not pressing that button.
And I did, but I did what I felt that would show a great example.
You did, so that's good. So this is the situation where another adult decided to make an example out of me. You know what?
Then
That's a good point.
Of adulting.
That's a good point.
That's why I keep saying this
Because-
conversation right here. This conversation is showing how adults act like. We all cater to our personality. It's either you're going to adjust, give credit when it's due, or you're going to be in your feelings and out. And you're going to feel like, I don't need to be around this person.
That's true.
And that's what...
What if I would have said, I'm not going to hang out with Chase no more because he deleted our video?
And you will be entitled to your own decision because that's...
People that think like that are retarded. I'm calling all y'all out.
But that's your... You have the right to feel that way. You have the right to go by that way.
No, you don't. You need to get out your feelings.
No, let them be. Because the more that they in their feelings, they bring more harm today. So, but
and you can prevent that harm by thinking it through.
And that's another attribute or a form of your character that you don't have to take accountability of your actions or the situations. Hey, what's going on?
So she can be calm.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
She want control so bad. See, this is what adulting is like. We're going to move around to make sure that we're in control and comfortable. But life is going to always move us around so we are uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all
You
about
have to be content with the uncomfortability
exactly.
of life and respond to it.
Thought you was
the
going
best
to your
way
mother.
you could. Yo, I ain't got no kids. That is not mine. I love Chloe. She cute. But I gave her to Janie. Janie is not her mom. I guess Jane could be her stepmom.
So you the auntie?
I don't know. I mean, I picked her up. Chloe said she don't need no moms.
Thought you was going over there.
But yes, so I wanted to talk about managing emotions.
Manage your emotions. All right, let's get into it.
And I also wanted to speak on my
Before-
reaction earlier.
I was about to say, before managing your emotions, let's talk about the first stage. Well, what happens once you get your emotions? Once that build up increase, what do you do? How do you handle your emotions first? Well, that's the same thing. Managing emotions. That's just another form of saying it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I guess I could just tell you how I handle and manage my emotions. I was talking to Brianna about this yesterday. The way that you could handle your emotions, and this is just the way that I do it, is when you feel something, you can acknowledge how you feel by soaking in them. Say you get a compliment, and you get another compliment, and you get another compliment, and then you got 10 compliments. You're like, damn, whatever, these shades is popping. This shirt is everything. This hair, y'all, I did my eyebrows right today. Like, whatever it is, you're just so excited about it, and so you're soaking in that feeling, and it's making you feel good or bad. In this situation, I'm referring to compliments, so it's making you feel good. Then, before it gets to a point where you know, or not necessarily know, you broadcast, oh yes, I'm this, I'm that. When it gets to a point that you're cocky, that becomes an issue. And that's because you have not taken the time to manage your emotion of feeling good about what someone else feels you look like, or you get what I'm trying to say? I can't find the word, the right word. Anyways, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. I was looking for a specific word.
Humble. Humble.
Humble yourself. You got to humble yourself. What does that mean, Chase? Humble.
Humble.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I don't know. Can you look it up? I don't know the English definition.
I'm gonna try, and then I'm gonna look it up. I feel that humble is a sense of acknowledgement without, not necessarily regard, because that's an easy word that would just follow, without a sense of entitlement. Boom! 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 That's what it is. So humble is a sense of acknowledgement without a sense of entitlement. That's my guess.
That sounds pretty accurate.
That's my guess. But the reason why I asked you is because I felt like I didn't know at the time. I feel like
And I don't know.
You do know. We just came up with a definition. Humble. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
The second.
Of low social, administrative, or political rank. Lower in dignity or importance. We would have to define those words.
Exactly. So go up and let's. What do modest mean? What do modest mean? I don't know what modest means. I say it sometimes, but I don't know what it means.
Modest is the same thing as humble. Modest means that.
Look it up.
I want to define
you want to
it.
get it? Okay, define it.
I'm trying to.
All right, I mean, show your skills. My bad.
Okay. Modest means that, again, in the same situation where I'm using compliments, say that I know how good my hair looks. Like, I know it's a 10 out of 10 right now, but I'm not broadcasting it. And someone gives me a compliment, I say thank you. And then someone also could follow that compliment with, oh, you know your hair looks good, or this or that. And I say something like, oh, it's just hair, or whatever. I'm being modest about the situation. So I guess I use an example to describe it opposed to actually defining it. Modest means that you, again, acknowledge something.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay.
No, not anything. He trying to throw me off. Modest means that I'll just give in for the sake of the video.
Yeah.
Unassuming or moderate. I don't like when they do that. You can't use the word in the thing. You know what? It's our fault. It's my fault because I typed in modest opposed to moderate.
You trying to get to my fingers?
Average in amount, intensity, quality, or degree. Now, I ain't average. Guys, the point that I'm trying to make,
of managing of your emotions.
Of managing your emotions in a sense where they're good emotions, is that
what about
good
bad?
Or bad? Yes.
Let's talk about the bad.
I didn't finish the good, but I'll do a summary of both, and then I can give a bad example. Example of bad.
So you gonna tackle the point before you let them know you. Okay.
Yes. So the way that I manage my emotions, good or bad, is I acknowledge them. So I soak in them, whether I got a whole bunch of compliments that day or the day is going completely the opposite way of how I planned or wanted it to go. Okay. So I acknowledge them. And then next I consider my location. Where am I at? If I'm at work, it's good. Okay, cool. If I'm at work and it's bad, you need to hold that. You have to compartmentalize it into a part of your brain. The amygdala, she's somewhere back there. You psychology majors know what I'm talking about. I think that's actually the part that stores your memory, so excuse me for that. Cerebral cortex. One of these, I don't remember. You find the place. It may be the amygdala. I don't know. Anyways, you compartmentalize how you feel at the time based off of where you are. And also who you're around. And you have to know the people you're around. And if you don't know them, that's another reason to just Just put a lock on it, put a cap on it, and put it into a part of your brain that you feel most comfortable, so that when you get to a situation where you are preferably alone by yourself, yes, you can be with other people that you trust, but especially when you're acknowledging and responding to your emotions, they're going to be based not only off of how you feel about them, but they're going to be based off of how other people feel about them. And in a situation where you have not acknowledged and come to terms with these emotions that you're trying to manage, it is best that you do it by yourself. It grows you, because when you're by yourself, you think of all sorts of things. Excuse me. Do you not? When you have your most in-depth thought?
When I'm over the road driving.
And are you alone, or are you?
I'm always alone.
He's alone. I have my most in-depth thoughts when I'm by myself. I can have an idea, a really great idea, when I'm at work or somewhere else, and those ideas or thoughts can be enhanced by other people and what they're thinking, but they can be enhanced in a good way or a bad way. So again, it is best, preferably in my opinion, to acknowledge an emotion, compartmentalize it depending on where you're at and who you're around, and then get to a point where you're by yourself and you release them. And you're like, dang, he didn't text me back. How does that make me feel?
So what are you saying about managing emotion?
So summarizing managing emotions, I feel that the best way to do that, based on my experience, is to acknowledge how you feel at the moment, consider where you are located, and consider who you are around. Should you respond to the emotions that you're feeling the way that you want to, or that you would naturally think that you should at that time, or should you wait until you're by yourself? I feel like you should just practice waiting until you're by yourself. Compartmentalize it, put it into part of your brain, that when you get back home, you can be like, I knew I was so mad at my sister because she ate all of my cheeseburger, but I was at work and I couldn't be mad at her and go off on her right now, or whatever it is. So that's how I feel like you should manage your emotions. Managing time as an adult.
This the next segue. All right, managing time as an adult.
Managing time as an adult.
It's the key one right here.
The way that you manage your time
is based
off your money.
Okay, I got a question then.
It's definitely based off your money.
It is.
Okay. What's your question? Chloe, chill. Sorry.
In categories, I guess. How many hours of the day you feel like you should need to sleep or rest your body?
I need at least 6.5 hours. And really, I'm being nice. I could do 6. I need at least 6. If I have less than 6, I'm
okay. How many hours do you personally need? That's what I was talking about. Yeah. I guess just to let them know so they would know.
Oh yeah.
Something for them to think about since we are talking about adulting.
And the time of the day or the amount of hours you get that you feel you need on average should be based off of your money and your time. And if you're managing your time appropriately and what you're doing in your time, then you can get more sleep. Mm-hmm. Depending on when you can go get to the money again, and that's what that depends.
That's what that depends on.
In my opinion.
How much time of the day do you feel like you need to take the time out and eat?
Me personally, or other people?
You personally, and the people. That's for them to decide on that.
That depends on how busy my day is. There are times where I might have a snack for breakfast, I might not have breakfast, and I might not eat again until 6, 7 p.m. That's not good. It's not good at all. It's definitely not good. But to answer that question on not necessarily how I feel, but how it happens, mm-hmm. If I'm busy and I'm at work, might not eat till 6 p.m.
And it's also
and that makes me mad.
So you become hangry.
Hangry. I wish I had on a shirt that said hangry. Pretend it said hangry.
Hungry and hangry?
Yes.
Let me see. I need 8 hours to drive a truck. So I need 8 hours to make sure that I'm stable enough to drive a truck. Eating, I would like to say at least 15 minutes after every 3 hours. So that requires snacking. A meal, I know I need 20 minutes.
May I say something?
Yes.
You guys have heard of this before, meal prepping. Meal prepping helps me manage my time, especially in a situation where my money is on the line. Okay, not pun, but no rhyme intended. Anyways, I meal prep, and it can be a chore, or it can be a chore that you just get out the way, and it can just become a routine opposed to being a chore. It takes me like an hour and a half to cook food. Max 4 days. Some people are like, I can't. You people know what leftovers are.
No, let them. Eating, sleeping. So, you saying how many? You normally work 12 to 14 hours to maximize your day. So 12, 14, 15. So for 12, you at least you need 6. So that's 18. So what?
6 what?
6 hours of sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So for 12, 6. That's 18. So 6 more hours. What do you normally do for those last 6 hours of time management of your day?
Depends on a lot of things. It's not.
But
it's never the same. I will say this: something that I do.
Let
to
them
do,
know. Let them know it's not the same.
It's never the same.
We talking about adulting.
It's never the same. I will say this: I do like singing in the shower or in my living room because the walls.
You mean Millie Whopping? I said whopping. Millie rocking.
I was about to say, hold on, what's that? No. I do a little kind of thing, every now and then. But anyways, I do like to sing in my living room because of the way that my voice sounds when it's echoing off the walls. Now, the way that I sound in that room and right here, but I like doing it. I like doing it. So yeah, I'll say that's one thing that I do on a consistent basis. I also have now taken on the challenge of listening to an audio a day, something that is positive, that is uplifting, and putting me in the direction that I set myself to be going in for that day.
How's that been going for you?
Very well. I started around the same time I started meal prepping, like May. And for a long time, I said I was going to do both, but I didn't. And then finally, it just clicked for me one day. I don't remember what happened. Now I've been doing it. But then I allowed different things to get in the way. Like if I were to come home to Little Rock, I would allow that get in the way of not necessarily listening to the audio, but me meal prepping. But now when I get home, because I'm leaving today, I'm going straight to Walmart. I'm going to get food, and I'll be meal prepping for the rest of the week. And the way that you manage your money is, should I go out to eat with everybody because I know that I can go get a margarita and feel great? Or should I eat what's at home and pass on this opportunity that will always be there because it's not really an opportunity? It's a recurrent of an event that it's inevitable that everyone can get together and go to a club and get something to drink. Like sometimes you have to say no to your friends, or they want to go whatever they want to do, and you know that you're not financially in a situation where you need to be doing it. Being young is all about F it, let's go. But how many times you gonna say F it, let's go? You gonna look up and you 50 talking about some F it, let's go. I'm not doing that. Well, guys, I'll see you next time.
So you're gonna end it like that? So in conclusion,
that's not what I was saying. I was gonna say next time I'm gonna roll around and I'm gonna say I'll say the same thing again.
Oh.
That would have been rude.
I was like, dang, that's how you gonna end? So you're always letting them know, hey, I'll get you on the next trip.
Yes, and I do actually legitly try to figure out what I have to do for the time being. And is it feasible for me to spend this money right now? And then am I thinking about not my budget? That's another thing. We go somewhere, I always have a budget. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store. I don't care if you're going to the mall. Those are the typical ones. I don't care if you're going out to eat. When you set your budget, you need to announce to yourself, I always have control over my money. This is how much I'm going to spend, and I will be watching it. Once you get to the point, even if you know you can afford it financially, the way that rich people stay rich is by managing their money, and then they build off of that with other assets, etc., etc. That's not where I'm trying to go. I'm just saying, when you set a budget, that's the budget. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because then, once you are lenient on that budget, you may be lenient again the next time. No room for error at all, especially if you're trying to go this way.
Trying to go up, trying to elevate.
I didn't do it like this. I did it like this. for a reason.
You like a step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boy, y'all been enlightened, ain't y'all?
Who?
You enlightened them.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to for those to let me know how to speak your mind. You know how to put your words together, girl.
Thank you. I try. I definitely try.
Okay.
I don't know, guys, if there's anything else that I want to say. I just want to thank.
I feel like you hit some important points. We talked about. Let's see what we talked about. Talking about emotions. Talked about time management. We talked about feelings, which is emotions. We basically talked about a little the internal feelings of being the adults. We didn't talk about the external that much.
Excuse me, guys, for being.
We just talked about external that much when it comes to
Oh,
bills or
that's all. Hey,
tell them bills don't stop.
what?
Once they
When
come
you,
every,
that's another thing. Good point. When you get your money, when I get my check, I don't see. Dang, I just what? Hold on now. Racks on racks. I don't do that. I'm like, well, there's rent.
Mhm.
There is that. There go that insurance, and
Another
it
one.
fluctuated a little bit.
Another
one.
one.
It fluctuated a little bit because that speeding ticket you guys just got calmed down. Now you got that, and you got your phone bill,
Mhm.
and you got your. Well, everybody might not have all these bills that I have. Do you want me to just tell them about the bills that I have?
You don't talk. No, you
'Cause
don't gotta be that detailed.
Because y'all, but it don't be for me. It be for the man.
Hey, man,
Government.
they need theirs. They need all that.
They need all theirs, and I need all of mine. So, I'm just saying, when you get your check, don't look at everything that you can do with it. Look at everything that's already done with it. You hear me?
You get that. You gotta pay yourself. You have to pay yourself first.
You
Which
could pay
means-
yourself first. Give yourself $50 and put it away. Put it in your savings. $50 is reasonable.
Invest in you. That's your biggest asset.
Mhm.
Invest in you. Invest in you and your mind.
Yes. Give yourself $50 first, then pay all your bills, and then figure out how much you have left. And then think about all the stuff that you forgot about. Do you have any tickets? I'm saying that because I just got a speeding ticket the other day, y'all. Wrong. You got that. You owe anybody any money?
Mm-hmm.
Because don't mess around and get to owing people some money. Because then you're in trouble because you're trying to, oh yeah, I'm a. No. And then after you pay them back, don't ask for no other money. If it don't affect your credit, you can kindly call that person and say, hey, may I please get on the payment plan? May I pay you X amount of money this time? And next week when I get paid, or the week after when I get paid, I will pay you the difference. That is managing your money. And in a hard time.
And you communicate.
And you are communicating.
Don't forget.
And you managing your time because you know you can't BS. You cannot BS because you have to pay the man.
If you owe me and you on Snapchat flexing,
What?
hey, where that money at?
Where that money at, cuh? Cuh? Nah. Where is it at? So, yeah.
What's some
That's
other
it.
external things that adulting go through?
You need to make sure you look presentable at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair. And ladies, it is okay to have the same hairstyle every day. Look at God. Chase is going to walk around. He ain't going to be dreaded up the next time you see him. He's going to make sure he got a line, okay?
I go 21 days without a haircut, so I don't be fucked up.
Just let me. I'm trying to make a point.
No, my bad.
Yeah. He going to get that line right. He brushing them teeth. Look at him smiling. They white. You got to take care of yourself. Even if you legit only have on a t-shirt and some Adidas, you fresh now. You put that logo on there now. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you have on a t-shirt and jeans. Ladies, lay off the leggings. They work, but don't do it a little too much now. It's just the way you do it. We'll get to that.
I don't see no wrong with it.
Of course you don't. You don't always have to be in leggings, ladies. Wear a nice pair of jeans. Cuff them at the bottom. Put some chacos on. They match with everything. Do not listen to him. And don't listen. You don't have to listen to me. Like I said, as long as you're presentable, your breath don't stink. If you feel like it is, if you know you love candy like me, keep some gum nearby or something. There's some gum in my purse because I already know I'll be. You can keep a toothbrush at work. I have one of those too, especially because in retail we eat at the most randomest part of the day. We might just keep eating. So make sure you look presentable. Wash your car. Don't go pick nobody up and you doing this. Hold on, I gotta.
Forget all that.
No.
Forget all that.
Your car needs to be clear.
Accept me as one.
You can accept me as one, or I can accept you as one, but
The doors of the church has opened. Come on in. Come on in.
He
Come
wanted to know
as you-
about external management, and
Come as you-
external is making sure your hair is combed. The edges can be laid with EcoStyle gel red top, because the green top don't give me as much moisture, and you can see my curl pattern better in the red top. But anyways, EcoStyle ladies, slick that hair back in a bun, do a middle part or a side part, you will be okay. I promise.
I think about that.
All right, driver squad, I am out.
We'll see y'all in another video. Well,
Yes.
you're going to be in a different video, probably.
Ain't no problem. I'm gonna be in another video. Hold on, driver squad. Let me ask Chaseway if I can be present in another video. Excuse me, Mr. Chaseway, sir. Is it okay if I'm present in another video?
It's up to them. I'm going to let them decide.
I want to know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Okay.
Comment down below. Question of the day will be, would y'all like to see Bree in another video?
And Chloe.
And Chloe. What's your YouTube name so they can know?
My YouTube
I'm
channel
gonna leave her link down below, but what you go by?
is Hey It's Bree. My Instagram is _Hey with 2 Y's. It's Bree with 2 I's. Yeah.
It's right there on the screen right there.